Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how I prepare for New Year's. Obviously it's coming up. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve and I know I'm late on this video, and also I haven't put up a video in a little while, but this is going to be a short one. I got a lot of things planned in January that I'm going to film for you, and I'm also going to film obviously my New Year's Eve, all the snacks that I make, because that's just kind of how I do New Year's Eve. I'm sorry if I'm moving around a lot, the dog won't sit still. So anyway, when it comes to the new year, the ways that I kind of prepare for that, I definitely take down the Christmas decorations right away, get them put away, and then I do a sort of a deep clean of my house. I just want to make sure it's clean and organized, and that all the dust and stuff that is accumulated underneath Christmas decorations is taken care of. Then to prepare, I also kind of like to review previous year's goals to see kind of how that worked out for me. I'm not gonna lie, 2020 goals, I really didn't accomplish as many, and I think that's simply just because of the fact that COVID happened, and of course that restricted a lot of the things that I could do that I wanted to attempt. And then of course I want to kind of go over my new goals for the year. So when I think about goals for the year, I like to break it down into like 4 different categories. First being financial. I'm kind of in the midst of trying to pay off some debt, so I do tend to focus a lot on that and like what I want to accomplish for paying off debt. And I also like to do like an annual review. So I try to look at like all of my assets as a whole, like the value of my home, my car, my retirement, those type of things in comparison to my debt. I feel like it gives me a better picture of where I stand than just to focus on the debt. So obviously being tomorrow is the last day of this year, I will review those things and get them put into a spreadsheet that I use to kind of calculate things out. And then I also set new goals for the year on what debts I want to accomplish or how I'm going to kind of work on paying that stuff off. The second category is like health and fitness for me. Usually it's goals around like working out, like how many days a week do I want to work out, what kind of working out I want to do, like strength versus cardio, yoga, those kind of things. Because sometimes I realize at the beginning of the year, after going through the holidays and poor eating habits, that there's things that I need to focus on getting corrected, like eating greens every day and stuff like that. And then I also, sorry if you can hear the dog, I need to cut his nails. And then also health in terms of, health in terms of like, you know, the eating, but also fitness kind of game plan. So that's the second category I'm going to work on. And then I like to try to make a goal of things that I want to do. A lot of times for me, this is doing things that I haven't done in the past to kind of step out of my comfort zone or to try something point blank new. Now this can overlap, like I want to try paddleboarding, which kind of falls into health and fitness as well. And I also want to try a pure bar class. Those were goals that I had last year that obviously didn't happen because of so many things getting shut down. I'm hoping this year I can attempt to do those things and try them out. And that could also be different things like throwing a dinner party for friends, but there's a set theme I wanted to try. And so those things again kind of got shut down last year with restrictions. So we'll see if I can do those this year. The last part is in my faith. I try to set goals to keep me in the Word of God, and then ways to help me grow in my faith. So like last year, I actually read through the Bible, the entire Bible throughout the year. I did accomplish that. Things like getting more involved in church, trying to volunteer where I can. So those are things I want to try to improve this year to get more built into my church. Again, you know, COVID permitting. Once I've done all of that, there's other things that I want to start to do. Usually the first week of January, I tend to try to aim on doing a lot of things to organize and kind of put myself back into like a clean environment, organized environment, so I'm prepared and ready for the new year to achieve my goals. So things that I've planned out to do would be like organizing a certain closet that maybe became a mess throughout the year, purging some things that I don't necessarily need to keep because I haven't used them in the last year, which is a great thing, especially like with clothing. Like if I haven't worn it in a year, why am I holding on to it? I probably will not wear it, so what's the point? So things like that I'll plan on trying to do. And then also try to find things that I could do, like a project that might help improve my space or my mindset. For instance, like this year, I really want to get a new computer desk. I do work from home. I have worked from home for a while. But my desk is just not working for me anymore, and I feel like it's a cluttered mess, and that distracts me while I'm working. So I want to attempt to get a new desk that has drawers that will allow me to put things away so it's not out in the open. So that's one thing that I'll do. There's other things, I'm gonna do videos on those to show you how I change up those rooms. And then of course, most importantly, it's a new year, we need new calendars. So for me, that's gonna be printing out a calendar. I definitely need one for work. I use one to keep track of my time for work, and then also planners. I know I don't necessarily need a planner, but I definitely use one. I use it to write up my meals, any to-dos that I need to do daily. It just keeps me on track, and it works for me. I don't forget things, and I get a lot more accomplished. I feel accomplished when I'm checking them off. Sometimes that may be a new journal. I like to keep a gratitude journal just to keep me on a positive note each day. Instead of focusing on the negative, I can kind of pull out the things that were good, that were a blessing, things I'm thankful for. And it just helps me to end my day off on a positive note. So those are some of the things that I kind of do each year to prepare for the upcoming year, and then things that I plan to do right after the new year to get myself on track to have a great year. So, but I hope this helps, gives you some ideas of things that you could look at to maybe set a goal. I don't do resolutions, I make them goals so they become more of a habit for me, and things that I can actually accomplish instead of those resolutions that you never get to. Don't get me wrong though, there's still times where you don't hit them, you don't accomplish them, such as last year, and I know that was just a mess for everybody, so hopefully this year we can do a little bit more. But I'm gonna end this off here. Just wanted to put this out here so you guys could see it before the new year. And again, I will film tomorrow night all the treats that I make and how I kind of celebrate the new year. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.